maybe it will.
Oh my goodness, we're late. We're late for a very important date.
Sorry, y'all. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate you hanging out and waiting for us.
Sorry we were drinking. So that's why we're late.
That's not true.
That's a great excuse, right?
No. I'm Natasha.
I'm Bill.
And this is Nursing Our Travel Bug.
I wasn't supposed to say that.
This filter's broken.
Whoopsie.
So thanks for coming along with us, y'all. We are at a different location. Sorry, the wind had whipped my hair around.
Hopefully our connection is okay. You can see this is not our RV.
It's not even our typical background.
We're in the finest accommodations of the Days Inn. We are in Fort Collins, Colorado.
We are. I'm finally starting to feel better. Not 100% yet. This altitude sickness here in the mountains of Colorado, it's something else. And it's so weird because we've been in elevation before. I mean, we've been here for 2 months. We traveled up in elevation through northern Arizona, Utah, before we made it to Colorado. So we've been in elevation for 2.5 months. We did 2 months of our 3-month contract, or half of our contract, basically, in Reno, Nevada. So we were in elevation there. I don't know, it just really, really hit me. So I've been fatigued and I've had the vertigo. It's mostly just if I whip my head too fast or if I lay down where I get it. So it's been more manageable. But
you know what I think has helped the most? Your visit with the Goblin King. Your labyrinthitis.
That's really lame.
It's lame.
It's lame.
It's hilarious.
Lame-o.
Maybe, no, your visit. Probably time, really. Because you went to the doctor 2 times.
Well, technically 3, because I did a telehealth visit. Then I saw a doctor here in town. Then I went and saw an ENT. And yeah, the ENT even said that it is just going to take time. He did give me some exercises to do, which is funny because I knew that there were positional exercises you can do to reset the crystals in your ear, which sounds really hippy-dippy trippy.
Or crystals. Isn't that another
Yes, it's part of
labyrinth thing?
the labyrinth, yes.
Maybe there's something to that.
No. I just think it's funny that I knew what all of these doctors were going to do, and yet I had to pay them money. So, say lovey.
Hopefully you can hear us. I'm sweaty. We will tell you what we were doing. Yes, actually, we were imbibing alcoholic beverages.
Why don't we say hey to everybody before we jump into all of the topics?
But I'm sweaty, and the AC's running right next to us, so hopefully that's not disturbing.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can hear us and all that.
Because all we have is a laptop, and I'm sorry, every time I touch it, it shakes. Don't do that on purpose. It shakes the lid, which moves the camera, so you can participate in the vertigo labyrinthitis right along with me.
Absolutely.
It's no fun, though, so let's not do that.
No.
But yeah, we're finally feeling better. Bill has some time off of work. I have been on leave from work because of all the sickness. So we're like, you start to feel down after a while. For 2 weeks, I couldn't do anything because the vertigo was so bad. And then starting to feel better, but not 100%, and then not able to work. And I do a little bit around the house, and then I just feel exhausted, and then you just start to get sad and depressed and like.
And we were doing nothing.
Mm-mm.
The joy, and I see he is here, the joy that we've had since coming to Colorado Springs was actually hanging out with my longtime friend, Jason Reel, and his family.
Yes.
That was probably the highlight so far of the trip, and it really was a fantastic time. I don't mean to, I'm not trying to downplay that in any way, but yeah, that was easily the highlight of the trip so far. And it's like when I'm working, I work a day off a day, work a day off a day. When she was working, that was impossible to find a time to go do something. But now they got my schedule straightened out. So I thanked the manager. I had a little brown on my nose.
Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
But no, I was grateful. But yeah, it's one of those things where you're telling them your availability. Yeah. So kind of you hope that they would abide by that.
Yeah. So we faced some challenges, and Colorado wasn't all sunshine and rainbows that we were hoping for, but we are just trying to turn over a new leaf and trying to stay positive and just get out of town, even just for one night, just to do something fun. So
we've come to Fort Collins. It was starting out as a sole purpose, was the mission to get the bike of Frankenstein. I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. They're piecing together this bike to try to make it fit me better.
Tall man friendly.
You can tell
will
the guy.
I fit?
Will I fit? You can tell
bike edition.
The salesperson was just like, "You're still not going to fit, but it'll be better." So.
Yep.
Well, wait. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm not riding my bike like I'm a speed racer going down the hill all the time.
No. And I'll make sure to have some video footage so we can all see Bill and his monstrous bike, the bike of Frankenstein that he's so aptly.
We will take donations if we reach the certain amount. I will take a dive on the bike, taking it for the first spin.
There you go. There's our coffee fund.
Yeah. Let's not try to do that.
We'll
the first time we
the Bill
rode it,
Biffing Fund.
the first time we took a ride at the trek store, but yeah, I was like leaning. It was weird. Like the guy was like, "Oh, you need your seat to be way up here, so that when you extend your leg, it's not touching the ground, but it's in the lowest position on the pedal." I go, "I'm definitely not used to that." So I go to take off. He's like, "You gotta have to push off and then put your foot up." So I push off, and then I'm like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, I have footage of that too.
Yeah.
we'll share it soon.
So hopefully we don't do that.
Yeah. So really, we came to Colorado or to Fort Collins for the bike, but we are going to take a little bit of time and explore and just enjoy the area as well.
And it took us 2.5 hours to get here, probably. So nobody else knows this, but Jason Reel does. Growing up in Omaha, it always reminds me of 3 hours. That's like driving to Kansas City. Back in the day, there's no way I would do that for a day trip. No way. But now we're like, let's drive. Like we're in Phoenix, we go to Tucson to hang out for a couple hours and drive back.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's just part of being comfortable on the road and like constantly driving, especially when we've done like really, really long drive days, like 10 or 12-hour days in the RV. So if you're going that far, what's 3 hours? That's nothing, right? Anywho, we've been blabbering on.
Let's do it. Let's say hello, everybody.
Hello, Sue, Lucky Dog Productions
hello, Sue.
Moderator.
Hello, Bob. Hello to the Lucky Dog.
We saw her over at 30 and a Wake Up. He's got some cool things going on. He's a single dude traveling the world. He is a big van lifer, but he's been in Hawaii. Yes.
I was like, Bob? No.
And he's been in Hawaii, and now he's like planning like this big trip to like hoping for Thailand. Very interesting, very cool guy, really cool channel. So check it out. There's Happy Place Camping.
Well, hello.
They just got some kayaks. I'm kind of jealous. That looks like a really fun way to spend some time on the water.
I've always been curious if it would be comfortable. I'm lazy, you see. I'm lazy and fluffy, chubby. So I don't know if it'd be comfortable. I feel like you'd have to be sitting up.
You get to use those belly muscles.
Oh! Proof. I have proof On the 11th of July at approximately 3:13 p.m.,
All
I was
right.
physically abused.
I patted your tummy.
Nope.
Even the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man enjoys a little pat on the belly. Oh.
Oh my. What are you
Oh, I was
saying?
thinking of the Pillsbury Doughboy. You poke him and he goes, woo-hoo.
Oh, that
Yes.
was saying the Stay Puft.
Yes. Hey there, John Chalker.
Bernie's here. We
There.
found a pet-friendly motel.
We did. And
Yes,
Bernie's
Bernie's
like,
not a fan of
doing, dude? I don't want to be live. I don't want to be on screen.
Hey, everybody.
There's Paul and Megan dreaming out loud RVing. Hello. Hope everything
¿Qué
is
pasa?
coming
What's happening?
together at the
it
spot
so?
in Tennessee.
Are you on your way out here to work
Oh,
at
yeah.
KOA yet?
Yeah, the house. How's the house
There
stuff
you go.
coming?
Land pet.
There's McGuire's on Tires. Hey guys.
What's happening?
They've got a new intro, a new video intro to their channel. It's
That's pretty
super,
cool.
super cute.
The other night I was working and I saw on my wristband, I could see Scotch McGuire was calling, and I said, "Nope, not answering that. Send it to voicemail." That's not true. But I was in the middle of a escort, so I didn't answer. But he left a pretty funny message. So apparently, if you wear one of these shirts,
Oh, I've got one too. Mildly
lift your
entertaining.
shirt up. Yeah.
Calm down. I am mildly entertaining.
So if you wear that shirt and you wear it out and about in West Philadelphia, no.
Born and raised.
Apparently, the homeless population is a huge fan, not only of the shirt, but they will tell you that they are mildly entertaining as well. I'm glad the catchphrase is catching on and it's spread across the nation.
That's
all
right.
the way to Philadelphia. We've never even been there.
All of the tent cities all over the world, they too will be mildly entertaining.
Though I was laughing, I was actually touched that Scott was wearing our shirt in public.
He's pretty cool, dude.
Pretty cool,
Yeah.
indeed.
Hey, Thrifty Angela.
Hello there.
Good to see you. She's been doing a lot of shorts on her channel. I love the crafty shorts because she's so good at these crafts. And to be able to show you something neat and simple in less than a minute, I mean, that's pretty brilliant. So hopefully it's helping your channel views and your subscriber count. Oh, show. We got Papa Drew in the house.
Papa Drew, El Jimador. We've drank in a hotel room before. That could sound pretty odd, but luckily it was for a good cause.
That's right.
We were there for the Bannisters that night.
Mm-hmm.
We have. I would like to share a drink with Papa Drew. Maybe not share a drink, but both be drinking our own drink together again someday.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, as soon as that schoolie's done, he'll be all over the country. It'll be easier to meet up.
I do have questions about that. But
Hey, Teresa Morehouse.
I'm afraid how
Good to
he would
see you.
answer it in the chat, so I'm not going to ask that.
It's true. You and Papa Drew have like that kindred no filter spirit.
Hello, Teresa. I apologize. That was rude. Lily, holy moly.
Hey, Lily, how are you?
In a minute. Are you sweating through the oldies in Texas?
No, hopefully she's gotten out of Texas. I can only imagine how balmy it is, especially in an RV, even with shade. Woo.
Yeah.
Woo. X marks the spot. Now they are in a good spot. They're hanging out in Minnesota doing their work camping gig or camp hosting gig. And I know when we spent a summer in Minnesota, it was glorious. I think like the highest temperatures would be like mid 80s. And, you know, people joke a lot about how, like, mosquito is the state bird of Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like there was that many. I feel like we had way more mosquitoes in New Orleans.
That was nuts.
Like, way more.
Yeah.
Exponentially more than in Minnesota. So hopefully
I
y'all
think
are
they
enjoying
that
it.
reminds me that X marks the spot is in Minnesota, but I
Mm-hmm.
think RV SWAT is also working in northern Minnesota. I think
that's cool.
they've met before because we were talking
Beforehand,
about
they did.
the thing.
Yes. I think,
Rollins.
yeah, I think that's where they met up before.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Mark and Coral here, hitch up in tow.
Cheers.
Good to see you. They've been doing their Spot Our Rear challenge.
Are they doing any more of the privies?
No, I haven't seen
No
any of
shirtless
those.
Mark?
No,
Oh.
no. But they have a fun challenge over there in the UK. They have their logo on the back of their Caravaner their rig. And if you spot them going down the road or in a campground, you just
Do I get a return trip to the USA?
No,
Oh.
no. You just send them a message and they send you a mug. That's a really cute challenge.
I could try to float in the mug.
I don't think it'll be successful.
Bad plan.
Yeah, just minimally.
Yeah.
But that's really cute. It's good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well.
Seafood's definitely the Goblin King.
Now,
Jason agrees.
Yeah. Now, we've been dealing with super high temperatures here in the States. Actually, even Canada, I heard, was getting like some 110, 115 degree temperatures this week. Now, do you guys get the fluctuations in temperature like we do over there in the UK? Because I think they're on a similar latitudinal line, aren't they? So they should have a similar
Bella, I don't know.
type of
It's
season.
60 degrees in London right now.
Oh, Bella says it's 60 degrees in
She's
London.
on her phone.
We got Over the Hill RV in the house. Hey, y'all. Good to
What's
see
happening?
you.
Thanks
Hope
for being
you're
here.
well.
Oh, ignore our stream elements if it said something about last week's baby shower.
I
'cause
took it down.
Look at that. She's on it.
Mhm,
We rushed and
mhm.
we pulled up to the hotel room like 5 till, and we're like, Natasha, you just go inside. We'll bring stuff in.
Hey, Dan, the vintage RVer.
What's happening?
Good to see you. So, yeah, we did a baby shower on last Monday, the 5th, for Becky and Fabian Proceeding Onward in America. I hosted, but it was on their channel, and we had a ton of fun. We played some games, and we got to see Becky and Fabian's journey as a couple into parenthood. We got to see how Becky's baby belly has grown. It was so much fun. And then, of course, we got to open gifts, and her mom got her like the coolest gift. I've never seen it before.
You will have to go see it
Yes.
on her video.
Yes, that's
We
true.
were watching their live yesterday. Fabian says just fast forward through the video till it gets dark. And
The
then you'll
games
see.
are fun though too.
Well, if you want to see the gifts, fast forward to when it gets dark, and
Yes.
that's when the gifts. Perfect time to have gifts come out.
It was a little bit before it was dark, and they had lights and stuff, but it was a lot of fun. And they announced that they are finally monetized. Woo!
POA, POA.
I don't know if y'all are in the house. We're still scrolling, but that was fun.
Let's call them. Get on our live.
We're on
Where
the
are
live
you?
stream. Quit it. Papa Drew says Texas in December and driving the schoolie to Florida, then making a U-turn to Arizona, then flying to LA, then buying a truck, driving back to Arizona. Come with me, Mike after Mike. Holy buckets. That is quite the adventure. You'll have to let us know when you're in Florida. We are
Hoping
tentatively hoping to winter in Florida this year.
we shall see.
Yeah. Hey there, Indiana boy.
Indiana boy, Mr. Jim.
We gave
How you
him
doing?
a fun shout out in our latest video that dropped this Thursday. I was late getting it out, but I got it out on Thursday. And there's a little bit at the end. We shout out
Well, that should be
Jim.
our trivia question. That'd be a mighty big hint.
Oh, that's true. Well, we shout him out at the end of our video.
That'd be a pretty big hint.
It was a
Just
lot of
fast
fun.
forward to when it's dark in our video. Just kidding.
Hey, Danny, Griswold Family Vacay.
What's happening?
They've been having a blast in South Dakota, checking out the Badlands and Crazy Horse.
And they're on their YouTube. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They're back home.
Probably.
So I
Yeah,
tried
well,
to
yeah.
guilt trip them. But we didn't meet up. I think they came through Colorado. A lot of people do.
It's a beautiful state.
Hard to meet up with everybody.
That's true. And we got New Horizons, the other half, with Indiana Boy. Good to see you, Miss
Greetings.
Susan. Hope y'all are doing well. Hey, RVing with G. Good to see you, sir.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Saw him over at 30 and Wake Up as well.
30 and a week.
Hey, Broken Dreams Reborn. Happy belated birthday, Sean.
What's happening?
Good to see you. Here, X marks the spot says RV SWAT is about 3 hours west in northern Minnesota.
That's just a drive.
It's just a day
We
drive.
drove that to eat lunch with Diary of a Family and then turned around and drove back.
We did. Hey, Adventures with Chance, how y'all doing? Now, you guys are in Reno, have you dealt with any altitude sickness or any inner ear issues or anything? I remember Carolyn with Diary of a Family. We were in Reno from March to May, so everything was starting to bloom, even though it is like the high desert. But her allergies were so miserable.
Those are nuts.
Yeah.
That's the first time, maybe because I have brain damage. That's the first time I recall, like our vehicle was just coated in pollen. It's the first time I recall seeing that.
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was tricky because I like to use Flonase along with my allergy pills because it really just helps with the sinus congestion. But because it's so dry, then you also deal with dry sinuses, which can cause nosebleeds. So yeah, that was a tricky time. So I'm just curious if you all are settling in okay or if you're having any issues with the altitude. But I know you guys have been in various altitudes before as well. So Jason Neiman's in the house. How's it going, my friend?
Is that a Marine thing?
I don't think
I would yell, but we're not. Oh, yeah, definitely nobody give us a super chat or nobody join as members because we might get kicked out of a hotel. Don't do that.
Hey, we got the Wolfpack Life here. Hey, how are y'all doing? Good to see you. Welcome
Hello.
in. Thank you, Miss Teresa. It was a lot of fun. It took a lot of planning, but it was a ton of fun. So if anybody's got any babies coming up, you want to have a virtual baby shower, hit me up. I would be happy to host. Dan the Vintage RVer. We're looking to leave this place and head to anywhere cooler.
My Uranus is pretty cool. Oh.
As a planet.
Oh.
As a planet, it would be cool. It's much further from the sun.
Are you talking about my ass?
Thank you.
Ass looker.
Hey, bum looker.
Cheeky monkey.
It's Sunday afternoon. Family
I'm
show.
sorry. Please forgive me, dear Lord.
Mark says, I have a baby belly. Coral said, it's the beer I drink.
Could be.
Could be. That's okay. Just let us know when you're due. We'll throw you a shower.
Switch to the light beer. Right?
Well, that's what they say. Wolfpack says, and Bill, we could hear your shout outs in the background. Definitely brought some laughs over here.
Excellent. At the baby shower?
Mm-hmm. That's what she's
I
referring
did nothing.
to.
I was a good fella, and I played my video game quietly.
Most of the time.
For most of the time.
And then I
Until it
cooked
was dinner
supper.
time.
Well, you gotta contribute. I am mildly entertaining.
Sometimes.
You were dragging the show down.
The nerve of this guy. Hey, Linda Barker. How are you? Good to see you.
Hello, Linda B.
All right. We'll see you later, Angela. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it.
Very much so.
So let's see. Oh, okay. Papa Drew says he'll let us know when he makes Florida part of the trip. Right on. Right on. And Florida's a short state, right? So like you can drive anywhere in 3.5 hours. And
Unless you're going north
meet
to
up.
south. I think
Oh.
we looked that up when we
It's
were
like what, 6
in
hours?
Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, oh, we can go to Miami. And then we looked it up. We're like, yeah, we're not going to Miami.
It was a long drive. Oh, well, happy early birthday, John Chalker. That's awesome.
Very nice. Happy 21st birthday.
Well, he put the year in there.
Oh.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Yes, if you are mildly entertained, hit that thumbs up. We sure do appreciate that.
There it is.
We have been streaming for nearly a half an hour over here on both YouTube and Facebook. We are going to do a trivia question and do a giveaway, but you have to be over on YouTube to do that. So Facebook, we are going to end the stream.
Well, we'll give you a chance. If you hit some buttons right now, we'll wait 5 minutes. But we haven't seen any buttons yet. Usually we see the emoticons. What are they called? Emoji?
Emoticons. How old are you?
The Decepticons and the emoticons.
That's not helping.
It's from Fortnite.
That's
Nah.
right.
Ready? Come here.
An
Anywho.
emoticon.
Anywho.
Yeah, hit one. Nobody's over there. See, that's why we know that we'll just search you up.
We got to get out of this booty talk.
We
have the best
gotta
fudge.
get out of this place.
Adventures
I
with
hear
Chance
that.
says it's just hot right now. Been trying to escape to the mountains to cool off. Too hot to hike. Oh, that's a bummer. But at least Tahoe's right there, and they have the very crisp water. Just head on up and go for a dip.
Or that,
Yeah, 99.
check
right
out
now.
our channel in Reno. We went to some nature park, and there are people tubing down the river. That could be a good way to cool off.
On the Truckee River in I can't remember the name of the nature park, but yeah, that river was the Truckee River, and that
Go
was
to our Reno playlist.
there. You go,
We didn't do much.
On the website.
because we weren't there long.
Oh, go to nursingourtravelbug.com and click on Reno, places we visited. Will has made our entire website.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. Nursingourtravelbug.com.
A lot of
And
fun.
then he messages our friend Jason 47 times a day
No.
and asks him how to do it.
him for like a month.
A month? That's not true. When were we over there? It hasn't been a month.
A couple weeks ago. Yep. I would be mildly entertained if you have pie. Papa Drew wants cake in a cup. So we're just known for our food. That's what we like to explore
Pastela en un taza.
when we're traveling. All right, there's nobody over in Facebook, so we're going to end the stream. But if you do happen to jump on, just click the link over there. Come on over to YouTube. There it goes.
Where was it? New Horizons posted a picture. I forget. I don't know. Maybe it was all about Tucker, probably. They were going somewhere. Oh, they went Memorial Day picnic. I don't know. They went somewhere.
Good
Everyone
story,
was
bro.
happy. And then there's cute little Tucker, and there's Chip. He looks grumpy, and he's looking out the window. And I made a comment. I was like, oh, is he pouting because he didn't have pie at the cookout? Poor Chip.
His blood sugar was low. He was hangry.
He was promised pie.
So, yeah. We said hey to everybody. We're caught up in the chat.
In the chat.
So we are
So, yeah, we've made it.
Mhm.
What are we doing?
we're hanging in Fort Collins.
Fort Collins.
And we were jumping online. We like to visit like the TripAdvisor and like the visitors page for each of the places that we're at to just find some really cool things to stop and check out when we're in a location. And we learned that Fort Collins, Colorado produces 70% of the craft beer for the entire state of Colorado.
70.
And I'm willing to bet that Colorado is like really high up here for beer producer in the entire country, because you have Anheuser-Busch, you've got the Coors Brewery, and then you've got all of these microbrews everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we enjoy some beer.
Yes, and also coming up here, it's a little bit of a sidebar, but it's always tough when we want to go out of town somewhere. It's like, do we take the dog, and then you start looking for places that are dog friendly,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have like a $50 fee with a $100 deposit, and you're just like, yikes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a couple of times we've taken him to a kennel, but it's always good when we can bring him. So we're also looking at, there's Birdie right there, dog friendly locations, and breweries popped up quite frequently. So
Absolutely.
we're like, hey, why not? We went to today so far. We went to the New Belgium Brewery.
Mm-hmm.
They make semi-popular beer called Fat Tire, but of course they have a whole other line, and then they also have tastings of their Voodoo line. Voodoo.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you later, Crystal.
So that was fun. So we went there, and we just got one little tasting flight. Didn't go too nutty.
Mm-mm. But it was cool. You can't do tours yet because of COVID, so that part's not as fun. But you go into like the tasting room to select your beverage, and they do have like a big wall of windows, so you can actually like see the hopper and kind of see where they brew everything. But they have a spectacular outdoor section, and yeah, it's been pretty toasty. You know, we're talking about how we've got a heat wave going on like all across the whole U.S. And I think it's like a high of 90 or 92 today here in Fort Collins, but they have tons of like seating areas with lots of shade and trees. And it reminded me a lot of Magnolia. If you guys have ever visited Waco, Texas and visited the silos, they have like a stage area where they have various entertainment, and then they have like this green open area, and they have chairs and lounges, and they'll have like outdoor games and stuff, so you can just go and chill. You don't even have to do anything.
Bags, cornhole. I hear that's people call that different things. We call it cornhole, right? Cornhole.
Because you chuck your bag of corn.
Stand up on the bed. Linda Barker wants to see you.
Well, maybe not stand up, but you can come behind us.
You just went on the bed.
Yeah.
You're up.
So it's.
Stick your head up between our.
Oh, I gotta go this way. There they are.
They're dark.
They're in the dark.
Whoa, that's scary.
In the dark. There's
Now
the
you
little.
gave them nightmares.
Yep. What did you? So we brought you guys along to the brewery. What did you guys?
What do you think of the beers you had?
Taste? We didn't have any. One was lemony and one was sparkly.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
Kids had lemonade and
Sparkling cider.
Well, they had
seltzer.
Seltzer. So they had a plain seltzer and a fruity seltzer. I think these seltzers were free. Perfect.
Yes.
We didn't buy any, but the plan was to head back out later to find another one. I think what are the other big ones up here? Odell's Brewery. There's some German.
Yeah,
something.
Prost Brewery. Hi. Yeah, there was probably 20 on the list. But
We got something to eat too. What did we eat?
Corn dogs.
They had a corn doggies food truck there.
Corn dogs.
It all.
You play cornhole and you drink your wheat beers.
Corn dogs. They had different corn dogs.
It smelled like mouth.
Yeah.
Mine was like an andouille corn dog. And then they had a cheesy brat corn dog. You had a chicken.
Jalapeno chicken and Gouda.
Yeah.
Just lots of fun stuff.
And a foot long. Who ordered the foot long? We're killing them. People are leaving.
Colorado
for them.
State is
I'm
one
staying.
of the top party schools in the nation, see, because of all the breweries. I totally believe that.
True that.
Yeah, so that's what we enjoy. So we're going to go check out a few more breweries, just kind of have a little appetizer, have a little brewski. I'm really just sipping them since I'm
pounding them.
still not feeling amazing. You know, you don't want to add the vertigo with being drunk on top of vertigo with altitude sickness. So we're just getting tastes. We're just trying it out.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of fun.
That's going crazy.
Bristol Brewery here in Colorado Springs.
That's
We
our
haven't
next
checked that one
meetup
out.
with the real family.
Mm.
Or real.
Eat at the Roost if you get that way. Okay.
The Roost. in Fort Collins.
That's what we've been doing a lot more lately, Hitch Up and Tow, is looking, we love bringing our dog with us, and it's kind of a bummer when we have to leave him at home. So yeah, looking for places that are pet friendly is huge. I think especially just nowadays anyway, there's so many people who have service dogs or emotional support dogs, and you want to be able to frequent an establishment, but also take your pet along with, because it's not fair to leave him at home. And we put ours in a kennel because he tends to chew on things and get into bathroom garbage.
Like you missed the choke.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the vet would be
Not a lot of
local.
pet friendly. I just spit. Not a lot of pet friendly places there is what I'm gathering.
I don't know. When I watch Posh Cats, they always have their little pooches.
Yeah, Mark.
Calm down.
Posh
down.
Cats.
Hey, Dave and
finds
Diane
tons
throwing
of them.
caution to the wind. Did you know they have championship cornhole on TV? We've seen that, and it's funny because I'm pretty sure that championship cornhole is either like young high school kids or it's like middle-aged dads that are in the
Sink it,
championship.
And then they're like, booyah! Oh, we've also watched axe throwing championship.
Mhm.
Basically, whatever you got, they probably have a professional.
Well, I mean, there's curling. Like you push a ball
Oh, how
and
dare
you
you.
sweep
That is
a
a-
floor.
Fantastic sport.
No, that has got to be one of the most boring Olympic games ever created. It's my opinion, anyway. Soon. Perhaps I'll do a TikTok.
I don't know if you ever watched the
Bill riding
marathon.
his bike.
That'd be kind of boring.
Yes, a lot of breweries do make root beer. The New Belgium said that the seltzer was what they made here locally. But yeah, typically they'll get like root beers or something. And we love taking them with us. They get to see like the whole process and the chemistry behind everything. So it's fun for the whole family.
Whee!
But we're also hoping to get around downtown, and they have like a few walking tours that kind of talk about the history of Fort Collins. One fun fact I found was there is the Cour de, what is it called? The river. There's a river that goes through Fort Collins, Colorado, and it has a French name. And the French name comes from fur traders who came down through Canada and they got caught in a snowstorm. So in order to lighten their burden, they buried their gunpowder along the banks of this river. And then they called the river Cache de... Yeah,
Holy
Poudre,
cow! Danny Griswold. It's like the Fort Collins expert.
Poudre la Cache, that's right. So it
I didn't say
literally
the first word.
means powder...
Phonetically spell it.
Powder store, because they dug holes and
like
stored their powder.
Powder.
Whatever. I'm not French.
Like something.
So it's fine.
Something. No.
No.
Zibotre.
You're just making stuff up.
I'm French.
Hey, B&D Crafts and More. Good to see you, Brian. Hitch
Hello.
Up and Toe wants to know what a corn dog is.
What?
Well,
Get the fuck out of here. Corn dog is the best creation ever.
well, I don't know if I
Mainly,
agree to that.
sometimes reserved for a quick meal or snack, or when you go to the local county, state fair.
Mhm.
They take a hot dog, they shove a stick through it, they dip it in like a cornbread batter,
Mhm.
and they fry it, or some sort of batter. It's usually
cornbread,
cornbread.
cornmeal.
That's why it's corn dog.
Mhm.
They fry it, and it's delicious.
Yes.
I used to love going to the fairs, and you gotta have the mustard brushed onto it. Probably don't do that anymore. Damn you, COVID. Damn you.
Hey, BB, Murder Mystery
BB.
Haunted History. Good to see
What
you.
y'all talking about today?
Oh,
BB usually follows us right after us,
Mhm.
and I don't know if POA has something, but they're not here, so screw them.
Quit. You guys. People have lives.
No, not allowed.
It is allowed. It is allowed. Ah, Danny says he went rafting on it. That's how he remembered the name. Yes.
We have to scroll back up, see the restaurant, because we were talking on the way up here, because I was talking to somebody at work about, they went to Texas Roadhouse, and like, oh, yeah, Debbie Downer, we can't go there because Will's allergic to peanuts. And he's like, well, right now, because of COVID, they don't do the peanuts. So we're like, oh my, we should go to Texas Roadhouse. I was like, no, we're out of town. You must go to some local establishment that only that town has.
Okay, that's a rule that we've had since we've been vacationing, even before we started RVing. And I'm curious if you all have a similar rule. When you visit a unique place, you stop and you take part in the local fair. You don't visit a chain. You don't do fast food. Because you can have that anywhere. Like when you're in a special, unique place that you may never travel to again, you have to have something that's unique to that area. So we can do Texas Roadhouse whenever.
But it's fun. That's why I have to read the reviews. Or you go to Sweeney Todd's meat pie hut, and you don't know what you're eating. You know.
Sometimes you just got to roll the dice, man. That's why there's Google reviews, right?
It's Mrs. Something's meat pies.
Mrs. Levitt's meat pies.
Wow, look at that.
Sweeney Todd, that's one of my favorites.
They know they're Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to go back up. Oh wait, just type the name of that restaurant again. We can go to one restaurant here, Danny. You tell us where to go.
He set it up here. I don't remember. I'm looking.
I saw we talked about my anus.
Rocky something.
Fudge.
Uranus. Calm down, Bill.
There's the place in Missouri. Do they pronounce it Uranus or Uranus?
I think they call it Uranus.
The place, the famous old gift shop and fudge. And
where to next after Colorado? It's almost time for us to decide where we want to go after Reno. We haven't decided yet. Going to take a month to travel for sure. So that is actually a really unique question.
It's not unique. It's tricky.
Yes.
Because we don't want to say too much.
We're at a crossroads.
Tell you, the original plan was to stay here until September, and from there we're gonna come through Nebraska. So the next contract would actually probably be in Florida,
but not until the beginning of November. Yeah. So we would work through almost all of September, take like 5 or 6 weeks off. Basically the whole month of October, the last week of September, go back home, see friends and family in Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas, and see some sites along the way to Mayberry in October.
Mayberry, there you go. Come to Mayberry. The campground might be booked up, but there's other campgrounds in the area.
And lots of boondocking spots because I know they like to boondock.
Or stay nearby and just come visit.
Yeah.
Mount Airy, North Carolina. If anyone's in here hasn't heard about that for some reason.
October 14th through the 17th.
Yes. Now she's going to type it in.
I'll type it in.
So that's our plan. Of course, with all of the Natasha not feeling well, and had to reach out to the hospital to see, hey, what do you guys want us to do? Do you want us sign a new contract? What I feel like kind of got up on the wrong foot.
Hey, Fulltime Dream, good to see you guys.
Hey.
Murder Mystery Haunted History is doing the kidnapping of Amanda Berry. She has an incredible story, so you'll have to check that out the top of the hour before we go.
We have moderators in here. Bust a link in the chat, but no.
The roost, yes. The post and the roost. It should be easy to remember.
The post. So now we have to decide. Dun, dun, dun. Or stay an extra night because there's too much to do here.
Mm-hmm. So it's
Aloha to the Aloha.
Oh, hey.
Conk.
Hey,
Almost
good
said it
to
wrong.
see you guys.
It's pronounced.
No. And Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes, is here as well.
Hello, Kenneth. Thanks for being here.
There's the Mayberry Meetup Deets. Hope to see you all there.
So, yeah, she was talking to the hospital. We're like, what do you want us to do? So then in the meantime, of course, your mind starts kicking like, well, if they tell us, piss off, this contract's canceled, what are we going to do? So then you start looking at jobs and it's always the temptation. Holy cow, they're paying $3,500 a week in Iowa or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Like no mountains, no altitude sickness, and more money. Do we just chuck everything out the window and start anew or what? I don't know. We've talked about international travel, hitch up and tow, and I think it would be really amazing to travel to the UK. I think Australia is a
lovely
popular
time
one.
to go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're paying travelers.
I've heard, though, that their pay is very comparable to what we get here in the States, and their cost of living might be a little higher. So, yeah, it's not necessarily more cost effective.
Well, it's not really a problem. but it is kind of something I always think is interesting. So she goes to a place.
Hi, How to Garden. Welcome in. Good to see you.
And I'm just going to make up numbers because I don't really know. She goes to a place and she's making, let's just say, double what the nurse next to her is making. So it's just kind of interesting that a hospital says we need people, so we're going to pay this crazy amount of money for these travelers to come in here while nurses are leaving because they're not getting paid enough for the amount of crap they have to go through.
Right. Like you should be taking care of your primary staff so that they will stay. I don't know. I don't know if it's all of the COVID stuff. I don't know if it's just I've been at bedside for 9 years and as a traveler, you've seen it all. And it's just, it gets frustrating. It's exhausting. It's really hard work. So it's like, well, do we take a break from travel nursing? But is there still something I can do in nursing that lets us travel? So it's thrown a lot of what ifs in the air. And we've been doing research and we've been looking at different things and we've been spitballing. We've been looking at our finances. It would be a lot easier if we didn't have debt, but unfortunately we do. So that means we still have to make a decent income. Ideally, I would love to just travel full time. But that's adulting.
If anyone wants to hire Natasha as her personal
nurse, and I'll travel. I'll tell you where we'll go.
She gets to
travel
pick
it. Yeah, it sounds like a sweet deal, right? I don't know. So yeah,
thanks, Kenneth. We appreciate you. Every once in a while, Natasha goes through a lot of the comments, and she'll reciprocate watching on a lot of the comments. I like to just go through and see what does YouTube suggest. And apparently, for me, it knows I like to watch Kenneth eat odd things. Maybe not really. I'm not really odd, but yeah, his hot sauce. I'm trying to think. It was a while ago. I'm trying to think what the most recent one was. But I remember a long time ago it was a Tabasco sucker.
Mm-hmm.
It was recently some sort of taki. It's always something spicy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
to me, I
feel sorry for your toilets the next day.
Jason says you need to sharpen your gamer skills and get into professional gaming so I can take a break. The kids would love to do that. They talk about all the time. They want to be like famous YouTubers and just playing video games.
Yeah, I'm not that good. I have accepted in my life that I am just mediocre at everything I do, like the jack of all trades, master of none. I have fun. I'm the 40-year-old guy playing online with probably some 12-year-old who's whooping the crap out of me because I'm not good at a slow reaction.
Yeah, it is what it is, as long as you're having fun. Can you travel the world as a nurse? Yes and no. There are many countries that will accept like your nursing license within the states. Some of them are similar to when you have to get a new license in a state that's not part of the compact. There's only 37 out of the 50 states that accept your license without having to jump through some kind of hoops. Other states you have to apply, show proof that you went to college, proof that your license is in good standing and things like that. So that's very similar to applying to, say, the UK or Australia, or I think Saudi Arabia is a popular one, Iran. But as far as like other countries we might want to visit, like Germany or
the UK.
I mentioned that one already. Ireland or Greece or Turkey or China or Japan or something like that. There's a lot of different rules and regulations, and I'm not entirely sure how all of that works out. Like if you have to take a new test, like for instance, we'll get a lot of doctors from India who they've gone through school, got a medical license in their home country, been practicing, but the United States does not recognize that education. So they will be, I've worked with folks who have been physicians in a previous practice and they come over here and maybe they're working as CNAs or they're working as lab techs.
And there was a guy at QLI that was a PT, worked in PT, probably just as a tech, not an actual licensed physical therapist.
Right. So I don't, that would require a lot of research for sure. I would love to do that. That would be amazing. I just don't know if that's in the cards for us, but we'll see.
Ireland.
The Aloha Conch says, don't misprint. They said earlier, don't mispronounce conch.
Conch. It's conch and it's
The show might be nursing conch. Yes.
And it's
Yes, I would love to work in Ireland. I actually have roots in Ireland. My grandmother's family on my dad's side came from there. And her sister traced our lineage all the way back to, I think it was Dublin. So I would love to visit that country someday. I mean, really just, I love America. I love all of the different things that you get to see and experience and do here. But I also think that we sometimes get sheltered with that. And I would love to experience other countries and cultures and just really have that open my eyes. You know, if I just win the frigging lottery, you know, could all be possible.
Sure. That's all you need.
That's it. That's it.
That's all you need. Yeah. We can say we can work in Buffalo.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Thank you. If we did that, the RV would probably be parked in Florida in storage, and we'd probably have to, I would consider it just for the experience.
That'd be cool.
I'd rather go to an early season home game and watch the rest on the internet. But I would love to visit. That's for darn sure.
Absolutely.
Maybe during training camp or early preseason.
Come on, set that bar higher, Bill. Adventures with Chance. Katie's working on her MSN right now because she does want to get away from bedside eventually.
Yes, MSN News.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
You said MSN.
I said BSN.
Now you're BSing. You're BSing, all right.
But I think to get into administration or teaching, you do need your MSN, your master's. I've thought about that. I'm really good at bossing people around. I've worked in supervisory roles before. Actually, before I became a nurse.
That's a supervisory role.
That's true. Before I became a nurse, I worked I was a valet parker, so I parked cars, and I managed my own valet entity for a little while. So I have that experience, but that's a lot of education. I don't want to go back to school. I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to make a decision, or, everything costs money or it costs time. And I don't know. We'll see. But see, they're ready for international travel too. I think that would just be an amazing opportunity.
And it is very close to the top of the hour. Are we doing a trivia? Do we have a moderator
Field
here?
guy, it's a woman's trait.
Oh.
Referring to the being bossy. Well, hey, I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I've put that in my interview, that being, like, when I interview, what is your weakness? Being bossy is my weakness because of sometimes it can rub people the wrong way.
Yes.
But that means we make great leaders, right? That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Should we ask a quick trivia question
before we go? We have a moderator.
Lucky Duck is in here.
Can we throw in a link for BB and Ms. Nettie if she's still on the thing? I know they're traveling. But yes, we will ask a question.
Yes.
And we'll make it relatively easy. We have already hinted.
Yes. That'd be pretty awesome.
Towards the
They get it.
Towards the end of our video, yes, we did a shout out to New Horizons and Indiana Boy, Jim and Susan. Where were we and what? This will be easy if you know anything about those guys and us and the stupid run-on joke that we've been pounding into the ground dead. Where were we? This place. That's too difficult. What were we there to get, and what did we take home to eat?
Yes. Well, we were in Zion National Park. We got to take the dog with us. We went on a dog-friendly trail, and when we were through, we needed a little
sweet treat. And we saw this billboard, and it said homemade, HO-MADE, homemade, made by hose. I don't know, homemade.
Yep.
We should have dug into that, but we didn't. What sweet treat did we get that was homemade that we took back and ate? First 5 answers.
Well, we love beaver nuggets.
But those aren't home. They might be. I don't know who makes them.
Oh, we got it.
I'd hate to say that whoever makes them are hoes. That's not nice.
Some of our favorite things.
Is that like
I do see a couple of correct answers.
An old-fashioned way of saying homemade.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's really...
Oh, we weren't in... not where were we. I take that part out of there. Just what were we eating?
Yes.
You have to bake it. There's answers out there already. But it was kind of I didn't even start. Good gravy. Oh, the pie. I'm going to blame it on the McGuires, really, this whole pie thing.
I don't remember where
It
the
was
pie...
the bite-sized
no.
pie.
Yes.
It was the...
Yes.
Then it was the... Jim had pie for Thanksgiving. He ate like 9/10 of it. And poor Susan only got a sliver.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. This is not for real. We're going to stop it.
Oh, my God. Now they're going to cry. Hope you didn't share that
I did. It's fine. I didn't. I closed it out.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't have everybody's name in there.
Oh, my gosh. Are you sharing the screen right now?
No.
So that they still see us? Wow, you're too much.
Thank you.
Still
You're
a little
rude.
bit spelled incorrectly.
Thank you, Bill. Your enthusiasm is so... Field guy says, rainy for 38 days straight. No, thank you.
That's probably better than swamp ass.
Bill.
It's probably it's swampy. It's up
All
in
right.
tow. Don't let them win. They'll be like, give it to Bella. No, you take it. You don't give the gift back.
We have our first
Take it.
5 correct answers.
Take
I'm
it.
going to share the screen again. Oi, that was a close one. There we go. So we have Happy Place Camping, Hitch Up and Tow, Full-Time Dream, Griswold Family Vacay, and the Aloha Conch. All got the answers right. The first 5 that got it right. So we're going to shuffle the names.
If you're unhappy with the order and we pick these names, please send hate mail to will@nursinghourtravelbug.com.
All right, there we go. Ready? We're going to spin it for real this time. Here we go. Yes. That's why it says stop. Oh, so close! You jinxed him by saying don't let him win.
She still won. What are you talking about? They won the first time.
No, he said hitch up and tow.
Oh, good.
Earlier.
Good.
See,
That'd
he
be like,
doesn't even know what he
let them buy an
says.
ice cream or something. No.
Stop. Dang
Stop
it.
spitting it.
I'm not trying.
We're over time.
I'm
What are you doing?
I'm trying.
Happy Place Camping. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm trying to load up our other
Everybody
wheel.
wins.
It's not shared. Will you just calm down?
What are you
Opening
doing?
the
Please
swag
send
wheel.
an email.
Stop. You stop talking because you don't know what I'm doing. Happy Place Camping won. We're going to pop it open to see what they've won.
Yeah.
Sit up, you. Sit up. All right, so you can win a $5 Amazon e-card.
Wow, $10 Amazon e-card.
$20 Amazon
A
e-card.
coffee mug
A t-shirt.
worn by Scott McGuire.
Not true.
Or a tote bag. Tote bag.
All right, we're going to shuffle that up. Shuffle, shuffle,
What do
shuffle,
they
shuffle,
win?
shuffle. Boom!
Felix and Jesse have won the grand prize, the best one on the wheel. Well, this could be up to someone's opinion. A $20 Amazon e-card. Congratulations.
Excellent.
You got to email us.
At nursingyourtravelbug@gmail.com. Here it is. If you don't have one of our stickers, you can send us an email down there below as well. nursingyourtravelbug@gmail.com. We will happily send you one.
Send you one. Come.
So close, so close.
Well, with that, oh wait, we could.
No.
We'll put it on Amazon. You can buy it.
So just send us an email, my friend, and we will send you the e-card. So, all right, we are over time. We were late. We appreciate y'all coming by. Be sure to head over to Murder Mystery Haunted History and check out what they've got going on over there. Proceeding Onward in America POA vlog usually has a video that drops on Sundays as well. So thanks for coming. I'm Natasha.
I'm Bill.
And we're nursing our travel.
That's Will.
Encouraging you to nurse what makes you happy. Have a great week, everybody.
Let's go find more beer.
Ooh.
In that place Danny told us about.
Yeah, the roost in the post.
Gotta
See
go
you guys
back
later.
up and read what he said.
The roost in the post.